Hi guys, and welcome. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So we're getting ready to get into Cancer's reading. These readings have been relatively short, about a half an hour. I put out a reading for a minute, so trying to get these done. We're just pulling a few tarot. I'm going to pull 3 of these. We're going to clarify them with 3 more. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck. We're going to get a couple oracles and a couple words. Okay, for Cancer, and I am doing these, you guys, with the ascendant that's in play at the time, so I can really tap into that energy. So the ascendant or the rising energy. So if you are watching for your rising, great. If you're watching for your sun, moon, that's fine too. I just do find that my ascendant resonates a lot, a lot. But I have a lot of placements in my first house with my ascendant also. A lot of planets, planetary placements. So if you don't know your ascendant or your rising, you can go to Cafe Astrology or AstroSeek and get a free astrology report. You just need to know your time of birth and the place you were born, and you will know that. And it will help you if you start getting into astrology and stuff more too. Now, as far as tarot goes, it's energy, you guys. It's energy. Where I'm at, the ascendant right now, rising is Cancer. We are going to do Cancer. So let's see what we got for Cancer. Okay, we got the World. Feel like a cycle is getting ready to complete for Cancer here. And love these cards. There's a lot of moons and stars and, you know, this a lot of bees and stuff. And then the star under here. Really nice. And the Emperor. Wow. Okay, Cancer. This is a strong reading already. I can tell you that. We got 3 majors right on the bottom. The undertone of this reading is an end of a cycle, or almost the end of a cycle. The star is like things happening that are like divinely, like you're divinely guided to and you are meant to be doing. It also could be like divine timing. It could be like divine purpose, bringing something really spiritual to the earth, and really having a lot of control and a lot of honor and control and protection. This Emperor energy is coming through as a very watchful and watching over kind of this whole process. It's like this. And then under that, wow, the Temperance, you guys. Like, okay, something's getting ready to, it feels like we're right on the edge here of something from within being manifested outside of ourselves. With the World here, it's something big, Cancer here. And I will say right now, you know, the Mars is in Cancer. There's a lot of Cancer energy. Oh, the Fool, the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Interesting. This Wolf. So interesting. Okay, so the Fool card. This is like really trusting the steps you're taking, trusting that every step you take towards your future or into the next thing you're doing is being guided. And yeah, there's this, it almost looks like this wolf is like trusting as he steps on the ice. It almost looks like ice because there's this white rabbit he could be looking at. To me, and I've seen the white rabbit in my dreams before, and it was actually a protection energy. It was actually like a guide, is what it came through as, like guiding me to kind of look around and observe, be very observant of my surroundings. And this wolf, I'm getting a lot from this image. I've been getting a lot on the wolf too. So there is some kind of something that's happened or happening here where you are stepping into kind of unknowns and needing to trust that you're being guided and look for your signs and pay attention to your surroundings, so that you are following your guidance. There's a feeling here of needing to be, I do feel like cautious, but yet there's this feeling of needing to take these steps forward into the unknown. We got the Five of Wands, which is where you're at right now. And this is a challenging energy. It's like, you can see this beaver's trying to build his dam, but the weather or the water is just fighting him. It's just kind of hard to get. It's challenging him. There is a challenge here right now with trying to build something or put something in place. And, you know, the beaver builds his dams for also his home protection, stuff like that. There's a protective energy here, but it's also like this beaver, I feel, is struggling against, you know, the elements here. And I feel like that could be something that you are struggling with if this is resonating with. It's like I'm trusting what I'm doing, but there's at the same time it feels like maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this at this time, or, you know, it feels just like quite it feels like challenging. And, you know, I don't usually read the tarot because I do know my tarot and I like to just intuitively read them a lot, but I do want to kind of see what she says about this Five of Wands, because this beaver and this dam are pretty strong here in the middle. Oh, yes. Okay. You know those days when you wake up with a plan only to throw it in the garbage because apparently the universe didn't get the memo. Yeah, so it's like trusting the universe with something and trusting the universe by taking steps into this unknown and then finding this challenging energy of like, what? I already walked like this far and I've done this much and this is not working. Like there's a feeling here of something challenging. It just feels difficult. Like something ain't coming together like you want it to or like you trusted it would. It says your day is spent putting out fires, dealing with things that seem to have popped up out of nowhere. And just as you think you have everything done, something else arises to steal you away. You may experience one of those days that leaves you feeling as though every person you encounter has a different opinion and no one can seem to agree. This is very befitting. It's like, here I am, you know, taking these big leaps forward, trusting the universe with my next big steps. And it's just like, there's just all these little you want to trust it's like going to be like calm and like, yeah, like this water is going to be calm and it's going to be, but it's just challenging to build anything or focus on what you're doing because there's just this distractive nature to the energy around or that you're dealing with right now. It says the Five of Wands implies that you will discover some drama due to petty debates, demands, or just life. And if you are one to look on the bright side, this may be an excellent opportunity to get some outside perspective or slow down. Oh, yeah, so it says the idea of the beaver working tirelessly to create a home while contending with the rough waters came to mind when making this card. I just thought about this poor creature being at the mercy of something so overpowering and uncontrollable. Yeah, like there's things outside of yourself right now that may feel like out of your control. And it's like, hey, I'm trying to do something here. I've been guided here. I've been led here to do this. And yet it feels like I'm just meeting obstacle after obstacle trying to do this. And it can be frustrating. It can be a frustrating energy. But there's also determination that comes with this energy with the beaver. It's a determination to still try to do what you're going to do, what you're trying to do, in spite of the challenges or the things that just seem to be maybe challenging you to even to give up or challenging you to fall back and not work on this. Now, we have the Five of Pentacles, and it did come in reversed. But this also can symbolize some kind of feeling of health, wellness, well-being. This is another challenging card, although it did come in reverse, so I do feel like we're going to go ahead and look at that one too, you guys. Yeah, it's difficulty. You may be lacking the resources. You may be lacking like you may be feeling the lack of like support or resources or some kind of, or just calmer weather so you can build something here or make something happen or take care of yourself, your home, or whatever it is you're working on. But there is some feeling of here you have stepped into this challenging energy, and it's very off-putting. And it says this energy leads to a downward spiral quickly if left unchecked. I feel like you do know this because it did come in a reverse. There could be an awareness of this, like, man, I'm trying to get somewhere here. I'm trying to do something. I'm trusting the process here, and it's one thing after another, it feels like, and I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let it make me feel like this isn't meant for me. I know I've been led here. I know I've been guided here. there's something trying to happen here, close out here. This is just like, feels like just like that last push. It feels like a last push. And it says, if it starts with a loss of a job or income, then it's an inability to care for your health. Before long, the troubles mount and finding a path back is challenging. I feel like you may be looking at this situation or the environment you're in and going, yeah, this is challenging me. It's not making me feel very good. But I notice that, and I notice I notice how it's making me feel, and I know I can't stop doing my work. I know I can't stop working on what I'm working on just because there's this feeling of like something blocking me, something, and it's just out of my control. Something feels very like out of your control. And it says, this is and it's taking authority and power over your will and your health and your well-being, and knowing that, you may not be able to like rely on a lot right now besides your own like knowledge and wisdom of like, hey, this is a challenge, this is an obstacle, but it's nothing I can't look at like kind of like objectively or something. Just like look at it and just go, okay, this is just a challenge. This is just something I'm experiencing, and it's making this feel very difficult. That's what I'm getting. And it says it's usually this card comes as a warning, as a signal that you're straying into an area that may lead to serious, unfortunate events. Be aware of how setbacks are influencing your life. Are you patient with yourself, and do you see opportunity to grow from the experience? Are you able to see beyond your current troubles? Yeah, so there's this feeling here of this, like stepping into this, kind of trusting your steps and taking these steps onto this, like, and like I said, it can be caution, it can be caution to pay attention to your environment. Like maybe not get in the water and try to build that right now, or maybe not push so hard. Maybe realize there's something just happening right now that's kind of out of your control. Just be mindful of what kind of conflicts you are taking like personally, or you are putting yourself into, or what kind of challenges you are dealing with, and how they could be affecting your health or your well-being, or maybe even deterring you from something you were doing or you are doing. We are going to pull another card on these, you guys. Let's see. Fool. There's some kind of cycle. The world. This is big. I'm getting that. This river's just flooding. Like there's a flood here, and it's like I'm trying to, like, I came this way, I trusted this way, and now why? Like I'm getting like flooded out here. I can't do anything in these conditions. I can't build anything here. And this Five of Pentacles, it's like, well, maybe we slow down, or maybe we don't. Like I am getting like that. Maybe turn back around. Don't, like, I'm gonna get more on this, but it's feeling very like challenging, really challenging, and really conflictive. Like part of you wants to do something here and change something here and make something like happen, but yet I feel like it could be doing more like damage to you, or like making you feel more like you're aware that it's like, it almost feels pointless, but at the same time, it's like, if I give up, I give up. And I don't know if it's necessarily saying give up and give up the pursuit, or give up the job, or give up the task at hand, but I do feel like it's saying be mindful as you're still in rough waters here. There's some rough waters here, so you have to be really mindful of every step you take right now. I feel like there's just this caution to be mindful. And look at that. We got the Chariot, Cancer coming out. And this was reversed. This is like halt, stop, slow down. It was with you may be rushing into something here. You may be wanting to get something done in a hurry, quick, like yesterday. And I feel like it's saying, you may have already like got into something here, or started walking towards in a direction. You started walking towards something, and you saw what you wanted to do with the space, the area, the energy. You envisioned something, and now when you're actually trying to do it, it just feels like the universe is like, nope, this is not the place where you're going to build your dam. This is not the place. It's almost feeling like, watch, like this might not be, you might be in a place right now that feels challenging, and maybe for good reason. And I always feel this, like when I get this kind of energy, it's like, remember that if something's not coming to you or something's not happening in your life, it's for your own good. It's hard to remember that when we envision something, or we like maybe trusted ourselves, or we trusted the steps we took, and it, or, you know, and like rushing into something here with the Chariot, and it's like, man, I feel like there could have been a feeling here, like maybe I need to slow down, or maybe I need to step back. Yeah, we got the Ace of Water. This is definitely headed towards, like, going towards something here. It could be love. It could be a relationship. It could be you had a vision, or a new, fresh feeling of, hey, I'm going to take this risk or this chance and trust that this is an opportunity for me. And then it's like you get there, and the opportunity is like, it's like, wait a minute, this is not what I kind of like was envisioning here, where this is a mess. Like, it's a mess, and I can't do anything with this. I can't build anything here. It's too emotional almost. It's too watery. But there's this Five of Wands. This is like, there's a passion, there's a desire to want to overcome this challenge or obstacle. I would just say with this Five of Pentacles, not to push yourself too much, and to realize that you are enough, and you don't, you may be feeling like it's you're lacking something. Yeah, we got the Sun here. Yeah, and it was reversed on the Five of Wands. So it's like you got to this place, and you're in this place right now where it's like you had moved towards this place, and there's conflict here. There's challenges. There's obstacles. It's not looking as bright and sunny and safe as you thought it was going to be. Oh, this is interesting. And with the World card here, you know, I can't help but think like about these, like the sun in Florida, and like all the floods and stuff and hurricanes that are happening right now, and all this water energy that's in the air. The sun feels like, it's like, man, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. You know, I feel like there's something here you didn't see coming. And now that you're there, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything with this. Like, I can't see how I'm going to, there's like no clarity. That's what I'm getting. And then we got the Knight of Earth. This is taking one step at a time. This is doing it one step at a time, and very carefully, might I say. The Knight of Earth is very careful, but does not stop moving forward. So it's not saying stop, turn around, go back. It's saying be cautious right now as you are dealing with maybe some aspects or some things in the environment, or some things that you have no control over. And maybe it's time not to push it too hard, but just to keep in mind that it's going to be one thing at a time. You know, go gather what you need to gather. You know, I see these sticks he's already thrown them in the water. They're gone now. Just maybe pile up your sticks on the side and then build later with them. But there is this feeling here of taking those steps forward, even though you can't see clearly. You can't understand kind of what the purpose is of you being in this position after taking this really big step forward towards like love, towards self-love, fulfillment, getting all on board to move forward and trust, like kind of drop your like doubts and reservations and move into an energy or into a space where you're like, okay, like this is where I was led, so this is where I am. And then it's like you get there and there's like, why? Like it feels very frustrating, you know? But this Knight of Earth is just knows there's going to be obstacles, knows to take their time and reserve their energy also. Don't overexert your energy right now. Trying to do something that it's not happening right now. There's some kind of other forces of nature or the cosmos that may be doing something that's absolutely not gonna, it doesn't mean it's to pick on you or anything. It's just, this is just where it's at right now. So step back and analyze and think about the next real step you can take that makes sense and where you're at with these challenges. This is Five of Pentacles. Okay. We got a Two of Earth. Jupiter and Capricorn. So, did come out reversed. Yeah, there's been a decision made. It's like you see this as challenging. You see there's a challenge here, and you are taking it step by step. I feel like you are aware that there's this feeling of, maybe there's a feeling of not being in something completely, because it's like, or having something completed, or it's don't juggle too much right now. Don't try to do too much. Take care of yourself right now. Simple. That's another thing with the Knight of Earth. Is simple. So the simple practical steps it takes to take care of yourself, take care of your health, and be mindful and aware of like what you're putting your energy towards right now. Let's get one more on this Two of Earth. And we got the Empress. Yes, you don't have to do too much right now. This is about taking care of yourself. This is about nurturing yourself. This is about knowing you have it all, and you can, it's all there. You don't need something outside of yourself right now to keep yourself in a place of comfort, security. This is beautiful energy. There's just a feeling here of needing to, for self-love and care right now. And definitely looking at the beauty in it, looking at the bright side in this, even though right now as it's coming through, you have a decision to choose two things: lack or abundance. How do you look at this? How do you have to recognize that, there's things that you have no control over, and just bring what you can and do with what you can. Be very resourceful with your energy and your resources, and create a beautiful place, off to the side of the river, maybe not exactly where you wanted it at this point. I do feel like it's just like you came to this place, and it's just like, it could be just an energetic space, but I feel like it was a movement towards like, I have this opportunity to open my heart up and go forward with something here, and trust like the universe and my signs and my guidance, and I'm moving towards this, come hell or high water. And that's what it's like. Okay, you said it. The high water, the emotions, the not being clear, like how I'm supposed to turn this mess into something practical and something sustainable and something real, right? Like something good for me. But there's an Empress, and there's this Five of Pentacles, though. It's like, you need to realize that you are enough, you have enough, you lack nothing, you have all the resources you need. It's just being very mindful about how you're using your energy and how fast you're moving. That's what I'm getting. And we got this, wow, nice. Four of Earth. Yeah, holding on your resources, securing your resources, making sure you have a safe place. And I don't want to it sounds scary or anything, but just make sure you're staying secure with what you have, and don't start feeling like insecure about what you have and what you can do with. Like, keep the vision is what I'm. Even though it feels really, keep your vision and keep taking like practical steps towards it, because there is a lot here. It's just, you have to choose lack or abundance, and you have to choose whether you are this, are you coming from a place of neediness, lack, maybe not feeling like you belong here, like that feeling of, okay, this isn't where I belong, but you trusted in the first place. You trusted the universe. You took the steps forward. With Cancer energy, it's like you took all of your energy and went towards this Ace of Cups, this new emotional beginning. And it's just like something here is closing out. This could be just the very rough stuff before the ending of a cycle or a chapter. Okay, so let's get some words here and see what else comes out for you guys. This Ace of Cups. And showing others, we teach ourselves. Yeah, so okay, that came in under the Fool and the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. It's like, you are not only doing this for yourself, but you're also showing others that there's things worth maybe taking risks, chances on, taking steps forward on, there's a feeling here of like why you want to do this presentation. What this is showing, what this is presenting to those around you. Maybe it's like taking these steps forward, showing that you are like, there is a resilience here, there is a determination, there is, and it's just like, but it just feels really challenging right now, and that's why you just gotta kind of take those little steps right now in this moment, be in this moment, and just slow down with the action, because there isn't a lot of clarity right now. Like, keep yourself stable and secure in this energy. I don't feel like it's your energy, Cancer. I feel like it is probably just planetary stuff happening. We got sportsmanship. Competition is the wheatstone of talent. So there could be some kind of challenge, and it doesn't necessarily have to be competition, but it is challenging, and it is, it requires that competitive energy when you're challenged, and when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this, I'm going to not succeed at this. That's that lack. That's that what you want to avoid here. It's like, no, I'm gonna get this. It says fair treatment in contests, respect for the integrity of a match or challenge, staying integral about it, holding your integrity, not taking shortcuts, taking every step you need to take, and being fair and just with the circumstances. Like, there's no kind of getting around this challenge. There's just a need to respect the challenge and diligently keep putting one foot in front of the other is what I'm feeling. Let's get one for this Venus and 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. There we go. Mobility. All is in motion. Nothing stays still. So this is a good reminder. It's like, if you're feeling like, man, I can't make a choice right now. I'm kind of stuck in between here and there. It feels unsettling. It feels like an unsettling energy, but there is something that it's not going to stay unsettled is what I'm getting. It's this ability to move freely, ample range of motion, flexibility, and ease. Things are going to get easier, Cancer. If this resonates with you, it's going to get easier. There's just a little challenge here. It's probably just stuff. There's a lot going on right now. So you guys, if you're feeling this challenging energy, just remember, it's not going to stay that way. The water's going to calm. You're going to be able to build your dam. You're going to be able to easily make something happen. It's just going to happen. It's going to come very naturally with the Empress here. It's going to grow very naturally, but there's just right now this challenge and this need to almost be competitive, have that competitive attitude, like, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to keep working on this. I'm not going to give up. That, when you're in a race and you're tired and maybe you're behind, you don't just stop. You keep going. You keep going till the finish line, no matter what place you come in, because it doesn't matter. It's about finishing. It's about getting to a point, and it's about attaining that feeling of success that you finished something and you stuck something out, even if the odds seemed against you, or it was challenging, or it seemed like there's no way this is going to happen. There's no way. I don't know why, why was I like born with this love of running when I'm always like 4th or 5th place, because it's this challenging energy that feels like, Cancers are made for. And it's just, it will calm down. There will be still water, and there will be growth there after this. This is stuff that has to happen. It's part of a process, and then you'll be able to move around freely, create freely, and really just don't overexert yourself right now, because it really feels out of your control. Just stay with that competitive mindset. Like, I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to build this. I'm just going to take little steps and be very cautious about my environment right now, because there's things in it I can't control, and I don't want to get swept up in it. I don't want to get swept away in it. I want to stay focused on my task at hand, the Knight of Earth, okay? So let's get an oracle, you guys. I do like this message. It feels really determined, and it feels really strong, but it feels really frustrating too at the same time. Whatever this is can feel pretty frustrating, I'm sure. If this is your reading, it is. We got sacred action. decisive focus. It's not necessarily about acting right now. It's about staying focused on the task at hand. I am getting that. It's sacred action. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from a deeper place, that trust, and that it's led you forward for a reason, and you have to stay with that trust, that sacred trust in the process. There's something happening in the process that feels challenging right now, but this is about deciding to stay focused on this vision, or this place you've been led, and actually making a new home out of it, or a new chapter, or something here. Let's read this. 17. It's time to bring the active energy of the cheetah into your life. The swift cat represents decision or decisive action and intense focus. Take an honest look at the projects or situations that have, for some reason, been put on hold. And I am looking at that with this beaver. It's like putting this on hold. It's like I can't see clearly how I'm going to do this, but it's like thinking really intently on how you're going to, like really coming up with a real plan, planning, preparation for, when this water calms, or when this energy dissipates, what am I prepared? Am I prepared for the next step, which is the building? So, gathering. I feel like gathering information, gathering resources. Gather right now. That's what I am feeling. It says unsure of what you want. It says for some reason they've been put on hold. Perhaps you've been waiting for a better time, unsure of what you want to focus on, or even what action to take. I am feeling that. It says this card is telling you to let go of the hesitation. Your soul longs for you to move forward on your path. There is something here you're moving forward on, and it's just, it just feels like there's just some challenges here. It says whether your goal is personal, professional, or spiritual, you have the power to manifest whatever you desire. Now is the time to resolve to pick a direction that calls to your heart and act. Maybe that's what this is about. Stopping and rethinking your next steps, or if you're going to take these next steps, or you're going to redraw a plan out. This is feeling like very needing to have some clear conversation with yourself about, is this worth it? Is what's my next steps if this is, and am I in this? Am I in this to win this? Am I in this to win this? Yes. Or am I in this to give up the minute it gets hard or challenging? I am getting that. It says, let go of your self-doubt and fear of making the wrong decision. The strength of your spirit will guide you every step of the way. And I am feeling that with this Fool card. It's like there's a spiritual energy guiding you the whole way to a destined energy, to bringing something of yourself to the Star card here. It's like really things happening, good things, dreams coming true, the spiritual energy that you carry, connecting that to the earth, your determination and your dedication and your vision coming to life here on earth. It's just right now there's a challenge. It's just the weather's rough. It says your spirit may also take you in the more of a global direction of sacred activism. Now that is interesting, because when this world card was here, there was that feeling of this being a world message. Like this could be kind of very collective. With the world here, it could be really saying, is there something bigger here? Like, instead of focusing on the dam, do we need to focus on the river? Are we focusing our energy in the right direction here? There is something here that feels bigger to this reading. And it says, the light of shared consciousness between animal and human can help you take decisive action to make the earth and all her life forms a top priority. And as you're loving, and it's weird because the flooding and all that came to my mind, and I feel a lot of this weather stuff, and it's just getting crazy. And I know some people don't believe in like humans' impact, like big time. It's just, we do need to take some action there. Like why is there, our ice is melting, and there's just like litter, like beyond litter, like all over in our oceans, and our water is getting like, there's just so much, you guys. So it's like, there's a bigger picture here that I think the universe might be reminding you of right now, as you might be focusing on your own personal vision. It's kind of saying this challenge is like small in comparison to what the big picture is. There's a bigger challenge here. Overcoming obstacles step by step, thinking about what our next step's going to be. I am feeling like that collective kind of energy. It says, and as your loving intention expands to encompass others, it accelerates the beneficial momentum and activities, blessings worldwide. In this way, you have the power to heal the earth and yourself in your actions and choices every day. The affirmation is, I focus on the options before me. Yeah, like, may feel like, what can I do? What can I do with this mess? But it's saying, focus on those options and work on them step by step. Do it one thing at a time, one little thing at a time. Make one change in your day to day that helps contribute to the the energy of focus and direction rather than giving up, panic or chaos and giving up. It's a dedicated effort. It's a loyal, dedicated effort to build something, create something, even in circumstances that seem challenging. Okay, that's the bigger picture there. Affirmation, I focus on the options before me and I choose to take decisive action in the direction of my dreams. So there is a feeling here of making sure you're staying on path with your dreams, even if it's slow process, slow and steady. I am getting that. Let's see what we should. Actually, let's get an animal card for you guys. Oh, we got the stingray, balance. Balance. Being balanced, holding balance, not getting, I'm feeling that with there too. Not feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. I'm incapable, or I don't believe. There's this feeling of giving up on yourself or giving up on being a part of this dream or vision or place. And then there's this like Empress energy that's like, I am not just a part of this place. I am this place. I'm not a part of it. I'm all of it. And it's all going to come from me. This energy of knowing that if it's meant to grow there, it will. And allowing whatever happens to happen in acceptance, true acceptance. Making that choice. Balance. This is balancing between, the two of earth. It's like holding this balance while you're standing in these really rough waters, holding balance, holding space for like what it is you're doing, focusing on what it is you're doing and not focusing on what's trying to sweep you off your feet or trying to sweep you down in a direction that, and then we got mobility, where you can freely move around after this calms, where you can walk about and don't have to just focus on balance. That is what I'm feeling like. It is there. It's just right now there's a need to kind of understand that it's kind of a balancing act right now. It's kind of careful, like focus. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at this stingray. There we go. And I'll read the one that resonates the most with this reading. Let's see here. This is probably the one that fits the most, and it's called Line in the Sand. And it says the usual flat shape of the stingray that attracts attention through the water actually helps them to disappear on the ocean floor. With their flat, low bodies, these animals mesh into the sand, allowing them to remain camouflaged when they wish to go unseen. There is this feeling of needing to step back or blend into the, not push against the waves here, not stand out too much, just kind of go with the flow, kind of sit back and work on what you can while something's happening here around you that you have no control over. It says the stingray cautions against obsessing or fixating on one thing. If you are basically, head, like focus straight, that chariot energy, moving straight forward, maybe overly ambitious, rushing into something, wanting it done yesterday, it's saying slow down. There is a message of caution in this reading about moving into something too fast and not taking your time and doing the steps properly, taking the proper steps. It says you will know when it is best to retreat to the ocean floor. Oh, here it is. Sorry. By keeping yourself in total alignment, you'll be able to see both sides fairly. Aligning yourself and not looking at like, oh, I'm just getting picked on, or like the world's out to get me kind of energy. It's like, this is just a a challenge to keep you focused on what you're doing, and also knowing that you, during this, not to kind of stoop to it does have that sportsmanship. So if this is dealing with a person or a challenging situation in your life with people, it's saying, take the high road, keep your integrity, don't stoop down to a level that is only one-sided, your side and their side. It says you'll see both sides fairly. You will know when it's best to retreat to the ocean floor to see what's above your head, and when to rise up. And I feel like when you rise up, you'll know, because you've sat back and very carefully waited and watched for the waters to calm, so you can continue doing the work that you are doing. Refrain, it says, if you have stirred up, refrain from burying yourself too deeply in one perspective, idea, or emotion at this time. So really, really being balanced in the way you're thinking and where you're putting your energy. Don't leave all options open right now. Don't just have your mind set on this place, because the universe might be leading you to a different place. It might look like a completely different energy after this passes through, after this, metaphorically speaking, after this river washes through here. The land could look completely different, and it may guide you to build back further or move to a different area to build. And I'm saying build, but it could be like building your dreams or your visions. It doesn't necessarily have to be in this spot. Keep your mind open. And even though you may have had your head set, like, no, I was led to this space and this is where it's supposed to be, but that's not exactly how everything works, like straight like that. Like sometimes we're led to one place to learn something there, and then another, and then another. That's what I'm getting. And it says, if you have stirred up waves around you, it is best to restore balance and calm. So that is a powerful message about staying calm and balanced, and not picking neither here nor there, just there's just a feeling here. Remaining balanced and focused. And maybe I don't even want to say rethinking, because it's like right now I feel like you can't really, there's like a lack of clarity right now. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this or working here or seeking this in my life. But yet when this clears, I feel like something's going to be seen and be more clear. It says surrender fear, Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. That is exactly the energy I'm getting. Let go of fearful stories, like, oh my gosh, this is never going to happen for me, or this is hopeless, or anything like that, which is scary, especially when you feel like I was guided here. I've chose this. It says stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. Decisive focus. Stay in the moment. And I did feel this to celebrate every baby step forward. All the little things that you're doing in this moment when you may feel like a lack of control about things around you. Keep a positive and forward-focused energy through this. That's what I'm getting, Cancer. So I hope that helps somebody. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching your reading. And I appreciate you guys taking your time to come and listen to your readings. I hope you guys have a good day. And as always, I'll talk to you later.